All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Williams Designs. It has been a cool minute. Been busy and just haven't had anything really to update you guys on. But I've had a few people hit me up and ask me about the software, questions about the software. So I wanted to touch base on this. This will probably be, well, yeah, pretty quick video. I touched on this in an older video, I think when I was reviewing this Punehod DTF printer. And so I guess I'll go a little deeper on it and show you just the program. They use, which as you can see, Procolored software for this. And I set it up based on how they told me to set it up when I first got it. So first let me just talk about the software, and then I guess I can go back and show you how they told me to set it up, and that way you can see all of that. But so first off, this is the canvas. If you've worked with Adobe or any kind of program where we're doing editing, pretty much is similar in that regard. But this is the canvas, and then you have these tools up here to use. And so for example, I can load a graphic up. This little icon right here loads a graphic. It says add picture. If you hover over it, it tells you what it is, and it says add picture. And so I'll add a picture. Whoa, that was weird. I just got kicked out. So let's see. I think I had this problem before. It's so funny when I record things, how issues arise when I'm recording. But again, it may happen to you. So let me see if it does it again. If it does, I think I had to restart my computer or unplug and unplug back in the USB toggle that they have for me. So let me try it again. Let's see if it does again. Oh, okay. Nope. It was just a little glitch. Had to reopen it. Okay, so I just did something for my brother in Christ. He likes Huntrix, and which is, they've become very popular K-pop band with the K-pop Demon Hunter movie. I haven't seen it, but anyways, I did a graphic for him, so we can do that. So I'll load the graphic. It'll populate, and it's going to bring in everything however I designed it and put it together. It'll bring it in, and the exact same size and everything of the graphic. Now, a lot of times, it's not the size you're looking for. It may be too big. In this case, it's too big, or maybe too small, but you would just click and drag it like any graphic. And down here, you're going to see the size, and it says 15 inches. That's the size of the graphic. That's not the size of the actual graphic. It's the size of, how do I say this? So the graphic is here, right? But you see these little dots. There's a dot here. There's a dot there. That's the size it's talking about when it says 15 inches. Okay, so there's white space, in a sense, space where around the graphic itself. That's what it's measuring. So we're going to hover all of this, and we're going to say, you know what, I need it to be 13 inches, and it's going to bring it down. The graphic is not 13 inches. If you look up here in the ruler that's set, you can tell the graphic is about, if you put it, to the 0, it's about 9 inches. So just keep that all aware as you're doing this, and I always do test prints before I print them just to see how they look, on the t-shirt and all that before I even do anything. But that's how you change the size, and it keeps it proportioned, so you don't have to worry about that. I've never tried to use these little dots here, because you can use them to size the graphic. I don't use that. I don't want to mess up the graphic. I just keep it proportioned. I just use this, change the size, and then I'm done. Okay, here is CMYK. That's normal, typical. You don't use any other, for DTF printing, any other colors like RGB. That's for a screen. And then you go here, and then you have white. And I set this up for 2 white. When I originally did this, it was only 1 white. And this is, you have to have this because this is the white print that, the white ink that goes on the back of the print that enables it to put the powder on to apply it to the shirt. I had 2 white set up here. There's 2. And the reason being is because I don't know, I can't really remember, to be honest, but I think I felt that it wasn't enough white ink. So I did 2 of them, so I have to have a lot of white ink, enough. And I decided to retract. I decided to go back on that because I don't think it's a good decision, because having that much white ink, you can feel it on the shirt on the inside, I think. So I just removed it. So I'm going to right click on this, and to remove it, you just click right here. It says delete. You may say, how did I get to? Well, same thing. It's very easy to do. You right click it, and then you're going to say, I'm sorry. Yeah, right here. Adds. Why does it say? It says add soft color. I'm thinking it's misspelled. Add spot color. Copying W1. And you click on that, and there you go. Boom. Now you have 2. So that's how I did it. But to be honest, you don't need it, and I don't think it's wise. So I took it off. All right. And so once you do that, once you're done, you're going to hit rip file. And I'm not going to do that because it's going to print. And so this little toggle right here in the top right goes back and forth from the second page, which is all of your prints. And so you can, you know, I'm using the arrows to toggle through it to go up and down. So you can see here, this is when I printed it. So I already have it. I don't need to rip it again. Once it's ripped already, you're good. And you were right click and you could print. Or there's 2 ways to do things. So that's one way. You can right click it, or you can go up here and hit print here. Okay. You can trash it, you know, delete it. You can order all of your files and put them in a certain order if you want. There's a lot you can do. Okay, so that's that piece. So on this end, this is also where I clean the print head, which this is where a lot of you are asking me, how do you clean the print head? The quick way to clean the print head without going through those steps. So right here says cleaning nozzle, which is clean the print head. You click on that. It's going to ask you want to do that. You say yes, and it'll start cleaning it. That's what I do. And then on here, this is test nozzle page. This is where you print the test nozzle page. Right next to it, you click on that when you're done cleaning the print head, and then you're good. Boom. So all those, that's a fast way. It's just quick. Boom, boom. This is what I showed before in a video. You know, you click on that, go to maintenance, head cleaning, click on that, and now it's going to. I think it's going to do it. I thought it confirmed. I don't know why it's. Okay, it does confirm. I was like, wait a minute. I thought it confirmed. So yeah, you click on that, then it asks you to start, and then you click on start. So it's just a lot more steps. Same thing with the nozzle check. So you don't need to do that. But to actually do a head alignment, let's say it's out of line, it's not aligned, you would click on this, and that you have to go through the maintenance to do the head alignment. So just so you're aware. And then power ink flushing, if you have to flush out the ink, you would do it here. Okay, so that's that piece there. Now you can get out of that. All right. So now I can show you how to, set this up. Like, what did they do to when I first got it to set it all up? Let me just delete this. Okay, and pull up the documentation. And just let me show. I can show you guys this. This is what it all comes with when I bought the machine. Let me show you the files. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Okay, so this is the folders that come in that USB drive when you first get it. It tells you, must see for courses for new customers. It has all of the videos. This is the video that shows, how to set it up and what to do. So I hope, if you guys can't hear it, it's fine. I'm just gonna go through it just so you guys can see what they say.
Plug the USB cable into the printer. Insert the other end of the USB data cable into the computer, and insert the encryption lock and white data USB stick.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it takes a second, PC. Okay. So it tells you to enter.
Create a folder in the C drive to back up all the data on the LiQWYD disk. Copy all the data of the LiQWYD disk to the newly created DTF folder. Double-click to open the folder. Now to install the software driver. Select to open the corresponding folder according to the computer's
Okay, so it's going to teach you, once again, from start to finish, how to put the software on your computer and the whole nine. I'm going to skip all this. Let me jump ahead here. All right, here we go. Now we're in. So,
installed. Before starting the software, make sure the golden dongle is plugged into the computer USB port. Change the width to 300 millimeters and the length to 420 millimeters. The length can be set according to the...
All right, and I'm going to repeat what he's saying just in case the sound is not coming through with the video. So right here, he clicked on this icon right there, and he changed the width and the height. And this is pretty much the format of the canvas itself, which you could change at any time. But anyway, he says to change the width to 300 millimeters and the length to 420 millimeters. Now, this is set depending on what DTF printer you have, because obviously your canvas is going to be different. But anyways, that's the step here.
User's needs. Click this icon to enter the...
Okay, so then he clicked that little magnifying glass icon, which brought him, within the canvas, closer, just so you're aware. That's what he did. And now he's talking about going to the second page, which is the RIP software control background.
Control background of the RIP software. Bind the printer driver port.
And this is where you have to bind the printer driver port, as he's saying. Otherwise, it will not work. They won't be in sync, and obviously, you won't be able to print from your computer. And that's what this is telling us.
If binding is wrong or unbound, the RIP will send the task, and the printer will not receive the command and will not execute the task. 3. Install the printer at curve. Please watch the video.
And then you gotta install the printer. Let's see. And then you have to choose what your printer is.
For parameters to default values, click Quit. The software is all set up. Now right-click on the blank space and click on the printer preferences. Go to use the computer to let the printer automatically clean the print head. Click.
As you can see, his software is outdated, or at least an older version, or maybe his is better than mine. I don't know. But anyways, same concept though. He's just, oh no, maybe that's why he's 1390 series versus L1800 series. Maybe that's why it looks different. But same concept, maintenance, head cleaning. It's the same thing.
To clean the print head, let the machine enter the state of automatic print head cleaning. During the cleaning process, there will be a cleaning progress bar, and the completion of the progress bar indicates that the automatic cleaning of the print head is completed.
Now he's saying that there's a progress bar that shows, when it's done. I don't have that. I don't know why, but it doesn't have a progress bar for me. So anyways, but if you don't have it, it's fine. It still works. Mine still works. It's just there's no progress bar to let me know when it's done. I just go by the light because the light blinks on the printer when it's cleaning, and once it's solid, then I know it's done.
Put a sheet of film paper behind the machine.
Now he's gonna tell you to obviously do a test page, but let me see. Let's skip ahead here. And then he tells you, what the actual, what it's going to look like on the test version. Looks like it's about to be done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so let me get off of that.
Plug the USB cable in.
DTF prints beautiful photos. Oh, okay. Maybe this is what we really was looking for. Let's see here.
Click Add a picture. Import the pattern into the RIP software. The supported formats are PNG, Check, Tip.
All right, cool. This is what I showed you guys. You
The most suitable
bring in
format
to bring in the pictures, PNGs, obviously JPEGs, things like that.
PNG.
Just remember PNGs, you want a clear background. That's very important.
The unit can be adjusted according to the demand. There are mm, cm, inch.
Ah, very good. See, I did this already. I didn't even know I did that. If you want your ruler to be set in inches or millimeters or centimeters, that icon right there that he just went to in the top right corner there, you click on that, and then you select the unit, which you can change the inches, centimeters, or millimeters. Mine's inches because that's what I like. But
X, Y represent the positioning, printing position. W, H represent the length and width.
And I showed you guys this. I changed the width, and the width is all I need to change. You can mess with the height, you can mess with the X and Y if you want, but you can move it, drag and move it. You don't really have to mess with that. I just mess with the width.
Of the pattern. DTF process must choose mirror.
Now he's telling you to mirror the image. For mine, I don't have to do that because it automatically does it for me. If you print it and it's obviously reversed when you print it out, then oh, wait a minute, I have to mirror it, or I don't have to mirror it. Do a test print to find out. For me, I don't have to mirror mines. It automatically does it when I rip it. So
Click plus icon to add a new white channel. Our DTF machine has 2 white ink channels, so we need to add a white ink channel. There are 4 kinds of white formation methods, which can be selected according to the needs of users. Choose one.
wow, okay, well, this is why I did a secondary white. It was the way it was set up from the beginning. So never mind. Never mind about what I said earlier. This is why I thought I did that on my own, but that's how they told me to set it up. And right here is teaching you there are 4 kinds of white formation methods, which can be selected according to the needs of users. Choose 100% white under any color pixel to print white ink according to the outline of the picture. White ink is printed where white is displayed on the preview pattern. So there's different ways you can do this. You can play with this if you want. I just have it to, as you saw on mine, where it's all white, yeah.
100% white under any color pixel to print white ink. According to the outline of the picture, white ink is printed where white is displayed on the preview pattern. Click Rip Job to send a print job. Please select 1440 asterisk.
All right, so now he clicked on the little gear icon there, and he's saying you're going to change for printing speed is a 1440 by 1440. There are 3 options, which represent 3 different printing speeds and quality. The best print mode is 1440 by 1440 is what he's saying. So
1440 for printing speed. There are 3 options, which represent 3 different printing speeds. And quality, the best print mode is 1440 asterisk 1440.
I'm very curious to make sure. I know I set this up perfectly, but I just want to look at it. Wait, how did you get to that? Oh, is it this one? No. How did you get there? Let me relook at that. Oops. How did you get to that spot? Let's see here. Go back.
White ink is printed, where white is displayed on the preview pattern. Click Rip Job to send a print job. Please.
That's interesting. When I rip job, it just. Oh, you know what? No, I'm incorrect. Sorry. Let me load one up really quick. Okay. Oh, this is where he's at. All right, driver settings. So when you hit rip job, this is what it asks for. And then you can hit print, but then you gotta click on driver setting. There it is. And these are other properties. This is what I was looking for before. Okay. So there's a lot of things in here. A lot of things. I haven't touched anything besides what they told me to touch. But I mean, there's a lot. So you got ink settings. And look at this, you can change the percentage of how much ink is being used. You can go higher, the maximum ink. You got the density, which I'm not touching that. But here's the white. White is a little bit more. And remember, yeah, okay, that's cool. And so where he's at is here, and you can select 1440 by 1440, which is what we're doing. What I did, of course, and there you go. I want to see, that's interesting here. Let's go back to the video.
Select 1440 asterisk 1440 for printing speed. There are 3 options, which represent 3 different printing speeds. And quality, the best print mode is 1440 asterisk 1440. You must select RIP to automatically print. Otherwise, the printer will not receive the task.
Automatic print after rip. I don't think I see that. Let me see that on mine. Okay, so if I want to hit OK. Yeah, mine just says print here. Ah, here's that mirror. So mine, that's why mine's already mirrors it in the rip file. That's why. Okay. Valid area, print area, keep bottom margin, keep right margin. Yeah, there's a lot of settings here that you can mess with. It's really cool. And then you'd hit print. Once I hit print, it prints. See, mine is different from his, but I mean.
Man.
Okay.
After the RIP progress is completed, the printer will receive the task instruction and print beautiful pictures. Right-click on the blank space. Click Print Queue. You can view the number of tasks and the degree of completion. Yeah,
I'm sorry, I didn't show you guys this. Let me show you this. So the printer queue is right here. The icon right here, that's printer queue. And he's right, you can do it through right-clicking this and go to printer queue at the bottom here. And so, yeah, you click on that and it'll show you how many is printing, you know, it's all that stuff, how many has printed. And you can pause the printing, you can cancel the printing, all within this window right here. Okay. Plenty of times where I printed and I'm like, oh no, it's a mistake, and then I have to cancel it or pause it or whatever. So that's that. Oops.
In the print taskbar,
And then he's showing it's going to print. Oops, I did not mean to do that. And he's showing the process. Okay.
The excess hot melt glue powder on the pattern needs to be manually bounced and shaken off. Excess rubber powder will affect the beauty of hot stamped clothes. Now let's install the handle of the oven tray.
Yeah, did all that. They had a totally different oven than I had too.
The oven.
But I'm sorry, I'm gonna fast forward all that. Obviously heat press it. Okay.
Generally used at 160.
I don't think he goes back to the software. He's just showing the shirt. Okay. So that's it. Well, I think that's a good amount of information for you guys. And yeah, this software is actually, it's very, it's very good. I think it works really well. I haven't had any issues with it. But hold on real quick. There we go. So this is ProRip version 2.1.1 is what I'm using. That's what I was trying to find earlier for you guys, and that's what I'm using. What they have me using here. So you can save it. I mean, all this stuff is kind of self-explanatory, but you can save the files. That's how I have my files saved. They're ripped files, and you're good to go. Sorry about what I said about the white. Obviously, yeah, I have 2 white inks. That's why we have to set up 2 white inks. I have 2 white inks inside on the print head. That's why we need 2. So there you go. And then right here is where he was saying you can fill the whole area, 100% white under, white gradient, and all this other stuff. I have not played with that. I think I may want to, because I want to see what this stuff does, because obviously there's a reason why these settings are here. Maybe when you're trying to do, because look at this, says white gradient, which, oh, see, that's cool. That's probably why you can do like gradients. Okay, I'm gonna have to play with that later. All right, well, I hope this helps some people out there. Thank you for watching. Please like and share to get the word out for those who may need it. Again, I appreciate all the love that you guys have shown, the questions and comments. Thank you. And, as always, check out our website if you guys would like anything on there. And, yeah, I just appreciate everybody. The next video I'm going to show is pretty much, because I'm going to be going out of town very soon. So with that, the printer's going to sit for a good amount of days. I'm going to set up the printer for vacation. That's kind of funny. Set up the printer for vacation. I'm going to set it up to basically, make sure the print head doesn't, get messed up and the ink doesn't dry out, all that stuff with the print nozzle moisture and cleaning fluid. And so that's my next video. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you haven't. God bless. And till next time.